This is Rockin' Whips.
On this episode of Rockin' Whips, the BMW X6. And the king of house music, Farley Jackmaster Funk.
Love can't turn around. Love can't turn around. Love can't turn around. Love can't turn around. Get up! Get up!
So I waited like 3-4 months to drive this whip. The 2012 BMW X6. And it's raining. It's Chicago. Wintertime. The best place to drive the BMW whip. Oh, yeah!
Your Honor, I object. Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. I object. I object. I object.
Oh, I'm so not one of those girls that diet. I eat.
Something really wrong is going on.
Mr. Franklin, you are out of order!
You're out of order!
Make some noise!
Like the Rockin' Whips Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Rockin' Whips. You're watching Rockin' Whips.
All right, let's take the BMW X6 out for a ride. First thing you're going to notice, they have a really cool rear view camera. It helps you back up. But here's the even better part. You can hit the switch, and it shows you your full surrounding around you with multiple cameras. It's really good if you're at the bank, you know what I mean? The handling is phenomenal, especially a safe SUV like the BMW X6. They totally redesigned the BMW X6. Nice exhaust tips. Automatic open back door lift. And then there's a lot of room back there. You can put all your stuff. It's got this cool security cover. You hit the button, the door closes by itself. A lot of nice room inside. Really cool looking gauges, leather. Now the back seat, this is another neat thing. The passengers back there have their own climate control. Plus, you ready for this? Dual cigarette lighters.
Okay.
In case you're out partying with some chain smokers. Or they want to plug in their iPods. Ah, my favorite thing in the whole world. That button releases the glove box. Watch, I'll show you again. You close the doors, you hit the little button. Bam! Glove box. One more time for the slow people.
Dude!
You hit the button, bada bing! Glove box opens up. I got my iPod in there with a bunch of disco songs on it.
That's right.
And this panoramic view up ahead. Beautiful. The BMW X6. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see how this BMW X6 handles in the parking lot, turning in a tight circle. Great turning radius. The steering is phenomenal on the BMW X6. The 2012 BMW X6. It's got about 300 horsepower, weighs a little bit over 4,000 pounds, so this whip is going to keep you extremely safe. It's bulky, it's mean, and guess what? Excellent fuel economy at 23 miles per gallon on the highway. In case you don't know, BMW stands for Bad Motherfucking Whip. Coming up next on Rockin' Whips, we meet Farley Jackmaster Funk.
I start kissing my radio, saying, you know, I gotta be like this guy right here, because this is the most incredible thing I've ever heard. Somebody can actually mix two songs together, and then they can make them sound like an airplane. How do you make a record sound like an airplane?
You're watching Rockin' Whips. This is Rockin' Whips.
You're in the mix with Farley Jackmaster Funk on 102.7 FM, BMX.
I became a DJ with a brownie in my mouth. Edit, Frank. I used to do a lot of basement parties where, and then I heard Kenny Jason on the radio one day on WDAI and lost my mind. Somebody can actually mix two songs together, and then they can make them sound like an airplane. How do you make a record sound like an airplane? So when Kenny would play the same record on the radio, I would reach for one of my brother's records and I would try to, and there's no pitch control on my mother's record player, because what I did was I turned the phono in the middle of the radio, FM, and phono. Record player on the left, radio on the right. So I would play that record at the same time, trying to catch it up. There's no pitch control. I'm doing my finger like this, trying to catch it up. And when I got up to it, I kept pushing it, and all of a sudden, it canceled each other out. And I went, that's how you phase? Is that how he's doing this stuff? I had no mixer, none of that. So a local guy that was across the street from me, he used to let me wash his car, and he was a DJ. And I did everything for this guy, you know, took his garbage out, anything just let me get by his Clubman mixer, a Clubman. And one day he just let me mess around on it a little bit, which I really still didn't learn anything. But it was just a hunger for it to just learn, no matter what it took. I had to be a DJ.
Don't read it in your letters, don't you make me feel any better, 'cause it's not true. Now in my secret vision, forget about decisions, 'cause I want you. I've got to have you near me, girl, I wonder, do you hear me, 'cause I need you.
You're standing on stage with Janet Jackson,
Right. Mm-hmm.
getting an award in Europe,
Right.
for the biggest pop record.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen.
Some things that, you know, I can't write these stories. I believe that I'm only fulfilling something that God had purpose for me already, and I walked into my destiny of what was there for me to do.
Look and turn around. Look and turn around.
It blew my mind because I actually saw Janet Jackson look at me like, who is this guy? A lot of people don't talk about this, but I actually had the very first house music record label because mine was called House Records. Technology keeps on moving and progressing, and what we have to do is, once we see that we got to move on with the times, it shows us don't get stuck to any one thing now. You got to be ready to move with the times. It's a lot of different things that technology has done now, because somebody can give you a hard drive and say, give me everything that's ever been made, and you get a terabyte, and here you go, kid. You got every record ever made, every genre, and now you can play anything that we played, that we struggled for, that we stole for, stuff we cried over, stuff we bled for. And it's like, okay, so they're DJ. You have to respect the technology that we're moving on. Don't say you can't be bitter, because it does make everybody mad to think that, the industry that I got into, that I thought would be my future, I had no idea that George Jetson would be flying around in the sky like they had it, I mean, it's here. George Jetson is in our studio. Hey, it's Farley Jackmaster Funk, the king of house music, and you're watching Rockin' Whips.